Step 4. It's ID verification time. Select the type of document you'll be using and snap a picture or upload an existing one. Finally, Step 5. Tap on Submit Image for verification and let us handle the rest. Remember to check your email for verification. And now you're ready to play in Let's Bet. Brought to you by the St. Lucia National Lottery. Changing lives.
Time check, 8 o'clock. Time check brought to you by Caribbean LED Lighting.
Ain't all about the economy though. Alright then. Caribbean LED Lighting saves you money and eco-friendly. Voila!
Look on the brighter side. Caribbean LED Lighting. Light up your daytime, light up your night. The Caribbean LED light up your life. Turn us on, light us up. We make LED right. Get Caribbean LED and turn on the lights. Caribbean LED Lighting. Look on the brighter side.
Caribbean LED Lighting St. Lucia Incorporated, located on the ground floor of the Shoreline Building, Vidbutai Castries. Visit our showroom or call us at 452-9022 or 452-9021 for all your LED decorative and outdoor lighting solutions. Check out our webpage, www.caribbeanledlighting.com. All right, Vaval Central is on now. Vaval Central on the Caribbean Sound is sponsored by the Carnival Planning and Management Committee, the Carnival Music Management Committee, Creamery Novelties, Live a Little, Harris Paints, the Champions of Color, the Computer Store, Quartz, bringing value home, and Grace Tropical Rhythms Juices.
Get ready, St. Lucia. Lucian Carnival 2025 is on, and this year it's bigger, brighter, and bolder than ever. From Calypso to Soca, Junior Carnival to Juve, and Panorama to Pageantry, every event is bursting with non-stop energy, ecstasy, and vibes. Come catch the rhythm on Carnival Monday and Tuesday with views that only Lucian Carnival can deliver. It's the ultimate summer escape. Feel the vibes, embody the spirit. Lucian Carnival, nothing sweeter than that.
Are you a small business owner looking for dependable IT support? Then look no further. TCS has the solutions to all your IT needs. Our experienced and qualified team of IT professionals has all your IT solutions. We provide wired and wireless networking, point-of-sale solutions, network security, data backup and recovery solutions, desktops and laptops, computer hardware and software, computer accessories, inks, toners, and much more. Don't let IT solutions cripple your operations or your ability to serve your clients. Call us today at 450-4638 or visit us on the ground floor of the American Drywall Building at Vidbutai. The Computer Store, meeting your demands in the IT world.
The wait is over! We're about to turn it on! Soca, the ultimate tent, in collaboration with the CMMC, present Big Bad Soca on Saturday, May 21st at the Pavilion on Rodney Bay. Performing live! Bounce, Marta, Slide, Anthony Fat Machine, Sadale, Keisha and more. Starting time 8 p.m. Admission $25 at the door. The first 100 people pay $20. Soca, the ultimate tent, presents Big Bad Soca!
When you get the car,
Saturday, May 31st, 8 p.m. at the Pavilion on Rodney Bay. This event is sponsored by Lucelec, Campari, Doers, DJ, Peter Bear, Island Sound, Lesson FM, NBC, Hot FM, The Wave, and Radio Caribbean International. The event is licensed by Echo.
Let the steel pan take over, St. Lucia. The rhythm, the talent, the energy. It's the National Schools Pan Fest, happening Saturday, June 7th at the Mindu Phillip Park from 2 p.m. Come support our amazing youth as they bring sweet pan melodies to life. Fun for the entire family, with a kids zone packed with rides, live entertainment by Lucian Carnival ambassadors, and performances from top local musicians. Tickets are $20 for adults and $10 for children. It's music, culture, and vibes you don't want to miss. June 7th from 2 p.m. Feel the vibes, embody the spirit. Lucian Carnival. Nothing sweeter than that.
Oh, I've got this feeling to high-five the sun, dance in the rain, and have my scoop of fun. I'm on my way to flavor my day with something new, and I've got room for you. Let loose and live a little. Get close and share a little. Give in and taste a little. You'll fall in love with Creamery Novelties. Love life and live a little. Get close and share a little. Give in and taste a little. You'll fall in love with Creamery Novelties.
Enjoy Creamy Novelties ice cream, distributed by Ferrens Foods. Live a little.
KPG Kaiser Pro Stent, in collaboration with CMMC, welcomes you to our grand opening, Friday, May 30th, National Cultural Center, 8:30 p.m. KPT, Art of Kaiser, a new, exciting, innovative way, featuring Kitina, Mystic, Desma, Blackberry, Realist, Lady CC, KK, with a special performance from Blaze and TC Brown. New to KPT stage, Hyper, Taker, Divine, guest artist Dominica's first female Kaiser monarch, Tasha P, and King Bob. A night of Kaiser celebration, backed by Invasion with Brad. Kaiser Pro Stent, the Art of Kaiser, grand opening, May 30th, NCC. Admission $25. Outside attractions with fully stocked bar and food, with DJ Shotman. Dress code, colorful. Sponsored by St. Lucia Distillers, Bounty Rum, Michelle's Electrical, Lucilec, Beto Bear, Lewis Industries, Ministry of Tourism, Creative Industries, Shanga Pro, All Handy Services, Mendes Designs, Cultural Development Foundation, Calabash TV, Bellevue Hotel, ES Productions, licensed by Echo. South Calypso Tent with the Carnival Music Management Committee and the Carnival Planning and Management Committee present Long Live Kaiser Tent Show, Saturday, June 7th at the NCC. Showtime 8:30 p.m. Admission $25 at the door. Featuring 4-time Calypso monarch Minal, Daka Fontanio, Oshun, King Kakal, Mahendra, Kamshan, Lushan, and more. MCs Donaville and Mr. Legacy, Backup Band, the South All-Stars, South Calypso Tent, Long Live Kaiser Tent Show, Saturday, June 7th at the NCC. Sponsored by Lucilec, Southern Taxi Association, Bounty Rum, and Pierre Marcel. Anakin Limited, drink responsibly. Caribbean Grains, Peter and Company Auto, Jason and Alton Mondesi, Lance, Lay, Forest Springs, and Michelle's Electrical. No unauthorized vendors allowed. This event is licensed by Echo.
The Quartz 5-day sale is here. From May 26th to May 30th, get ready to save big across all stores. Lounge and dining, 20% off cash purchases and 30% off credit purchases. For the bedroom, buy 2, get 1 free, excluding Ashley products. Hurry in, deals like this won't last. Shop now, only at Quartz. Terms and conditions apply. Quartz, bringing value home.
Y'all ready? On Friday, June 6th from 9:30 a.m. at the Mindu Phillip Park, the National Secondary Schools Calypso and Soca competition is about to take over. Your school, your sound, your moment. Pull up to rep your school. A day of fun with rides and entertainment from top Lucian artists. Tickets are $20 for adults and $10 for children. Feel the vibes, embody the spirit. Lucian Carnival, nothing sweeter than that.
First National Bank Forward Calypso Tent, in collaboration with the CPMC and the CMMC, present Fire One with us on Wednesday, June 4th at the NCC. Showtime 8:30 p.m. But come early for a pre-show happy hour cocktail from 7:30 p.m. featuring Akio, Alicat, Educator, Reggie, Robbie, Trish, Shane, Unpredictable, Prosper, Manchas, Snow, Defending Monarch, Desron, and more. Yes, performers Slash and Frost with MC Donaville. Music is by the band Take That. Admission $25 at the door. Title sponsor, First National Bank St. Lucia. Silver sponsors, Innovative Business Solutions, Lucilec, Total Auto, St. Lucia Distillers, Landings, St. Lucia. Other sponsors, Heineken St. Lucia, Super Regional Development Foundation, the Ministry of Youth and Sports, MNC Group of Company, Labor Gas and Company, Saul St. Lucia, Transport and Handling Services, Harris Paints, MVP Variety Store, Rosak, Double and Thomas. First National Bank Fire One Calypso Tent. Fire One with us, Wednesday, June 4th at the NCC. This event is licensed by Echo.
Join the rhythm, enjoy the flavor. The taste that you savor, share with your friend and your neighbor. The taste that you favor. Join the rhythm, enjoy the flavor. The taste that you savor, share with your friend and your neighbor. Taste that you favor.
Grace Tropical Rhythms. Join the rhythm. Distributed in St. Lucia by Acado Limited.
Friday, July 18th, Darren Sammy Cricket Ground.
All you put your hands in the air if you love sweet soca music.
Color Me Red.
Somebody say sweet soca music. Oh my gosh. This is the thing to change the world. Watch and sing the words with me. Go. When I'm feeling under the weather, you just make me feel sweet. I should cocoa tea using sugar, and together we are complete. Keep me up. Only you alone can put fire back in the soul. Early bird tickets are $135. General admission $150. VIP $500.
Color Me Red. Darren Sammy Cricket Ground.
I could never let you miss out she name. Miss out she name. Girl, I'm coming home. I will see you again. Hold me through these nights and dreaming.
Color Me Red.
Put up the fire. Bubbling it over. Crazy.
Friday, July 18th, Darren Sammy Cricket Ground.
Color Me Red. It's your cocoa tea.
Color Me Red tickets are available now at Steve's Barbershop, Radio Caribbean International, The Cell, TM Antoine Partners, Red Team members, and FourCirclesTickets.com. Color Me Red, the greatest love.
Good morning, Vaval Central.
And we're back. Good morning, Teddy.
Good morning, Iowa. Good morning, and welcome again to Vaval Central, Iowa. The final day of the second week. 2 weeks already, Iowa.
What?
Vaval Central is so the Vaval flying, as they say. Before you check it, it's Juve morning. It's final weekend. Color Me Red. Where's Tech set you up already? What's the other? Swift back.
Yeah.
The Color Me Red outfit. Boy, last year you gave them all red, Iowa.
Yes, man.
The outfit which you're taking no chances this year.
Yeah, all red. Shoes, pants, shirt, hat.
Is hair ready?
Yeah, I have it.
Iowa, Color Me Red. Taking no chances, boy. No euphoria this year, so you're all white. The all white you're planning, Iowa. You can't do that at all. You have to hold that back, eh?
Yeah.
Good morning to the Color Me Red organizers, one of the events in Carnival. Good morning to Mr. Bernard Fannis, a gentleman who I have a lot of respect for, a lot of time for. Bernard Fannis of Calabash TV, making it his duty, not for any particular financial gain, but for the love of Calypso and the respect for the art form. Bernard Fannis ensuring that the highlights from all the tents in rotation on Calabash TV every night, prime time, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. You tune into Calabash TV and you must get all the highlights of Calypso. Big respect to Bernard Fannis. We'll keep pushing it every day to give him the love and the forward. Persons know the highlights, the video highlights from the Calypso tents just every night on Calabash TV at prime time, 8, 9 o'clock, in rotation on Calabash TV. And of course, he's provided the feed on YouTube, the individual songs, the YouTube feed, really ensuring that for all platforms, the Calypso videos are seen. Big respect to you, Bernard Fannis. Gentleman for whom I have a lot of respect, his media work and generally as outstanding St. Lucian. We're going, as we said, the last night, Rose Madine, he didn't make it. Rose Madine in Miku by Peter Soca Stars. Turn up. I looked for you last night, I didn't see you, Rose Madine. You know where Rose Madine is? You know about Rose Madine?
Yeah,
you hear about Rose Madine?
I think I ever see everybody, Teddy.
Oh, there's a crowd.
Yeah.
You pass through. Rose Madine last night, of course, the Peter Soca Stars warming up. The prelim rounds last week at Clamity was fantastic. The Peter Soca Stars, which provided a platform for so many of our outstanding artists, the likes of Monster, coming through that platform, and they've started again last night. Rose Madine over in Miku and continuing as they go through. Big up to Lila, Louise and company from Heineken St. Lucia, continue to play their part in nurturing the talent. We remind persons tonight is the turn of the KPT. They are over at the National Cultural Center, as is the case with TOT tomorrow night, and in between the big start of the after work limes, the Expressions Carnival Band, Silver Shadow Dancers, they're having a big lime over at Barnard Hill, very convenient at Barnard Hill, just below the Cultural Center, the old Monroe College building. They have a very good lime. Last year it went way into the staging of the tent, last weekend rather, and so a big lime to have performances, lots of eats and drinks over at the old Monroe College site. Barry George leading Expressions Carnival Band, the fundraising after work lime. The big one today is Maurice, Jan Joseph, leading that team with Eldris and company there at Maurice. That's where we're going now after work. 5 o'clock, they're starting. Artists on show on display, a chance for the artists to pass through. We keep saying they need to push their music, and so like many of the greats like Ricky T did, use the opportunity, not always a contracted gig, but to pass through and get your music popular. All the staff clubs, who Iowa Courts, KM2, Your Place Self, SLASPA, all the government ministries know that Maurice is the place to go for the after work line. Come in your groups and have a blast as we build up the carnival season. We're going to a lot more on the carnival. Of course, we'll speak a little more in a while of the pay-per-view. The first time for the Calypso 10s trying the pay-per-view, there was an attempt that didn't quite sustain through bingo a few years ago with it was then Choice TV. This time We TV with Jumin Anius. They are going ahead. And the link later on the platform is WeTV, WEETV.online. WEETV.online. That's the link for the pay-per-view later. It's 10 US, we are told, 10 US for the platform, to get on the platform and view the Calypso starting with KPT tonight. Jumin Anius is telling me it is only for persons out of St. Lucia. We need to clarify that a little later. It's available only outside St. Lucia. I guess the tents having that as one of the conditions to encourage attendance. You don't want person staying home in the living room, although one would argue still the revenue would still be coming through, but that is a consideration. The Jumin Anius, who is the provider of the platform for the pay-per-view tonight, starting with the 10 US, and it's WEETV.online is the platform for persons, particularly diaspora, to view the Calypso 10s. They're thirsty for the action and to feel. Number of them coming home, but they want to feel the action from now. A lot more to share on Vaval Central. Lots of artists coming through. A big interview with linking up with Herb Black in just a little bit. Herb Black, a veteran, leading the team for the Takeover tent. Good morning, Chalo. But one of the tunes early you get the tunes getting popularity. One that has kind of broken away, caught the imagination of lots of people, particularly on social media now, is a new twist, one called Drunk Cars by Educator. That one has really caught the fancy of the public. Let's get a little listen.
Good night.
Vaval Central. Effort to stop drunk driving in this country. Too many lives cut short through alcohol in man belly. We just cannot continue. Cabware won't come see no fool. Driving under the influence, drunkards have become a nuisance. So to ensure we make the road safer for me and you, we will be controlling cars that consuming too. Because the one who hit the old lady down in Denary, it was a Suzuki. Fly an old lady, I in Lac Larry, I Suzu. Run through a bar, way down in the Savannah, Subaru. Right off a Cobia, down by Talvan, die hard. Drunkers on the road, drunkers on the road. We have to replace the signs, repaint the lines, then check up the fines. Basa leshi menu, twop munsu, twop moto kasu. Vaval Central. Drunkers without no lights, up and down the road throughout the night. And then in broad daylight, they high on extra bright. Drunker and drunker inside, their license they pay. So if they hit your backside, Gustav Chu, If you want to lower drunkers' accident rate, all drunkards must enter in the High Court gate. Let me hear you. Because the one who hit the old lady down in Denary, it was a Suzuki. Fly an old lady eye in Larry eye, Suzu. Run through a bar, way down in the Savannah, Subaru. Right off a Cobia, down by Talvan, die. Drunkers on the road, drunkers on the road. We have to replace the signs, repaint the lines, then check up the fines. Top Munsu, top Motokasu. See you next show. Thank you.
Educator, you can't leave, Roy. Come back now. The educator.
We're going from the top. We're making an effort to stop drunk driving in this country. Too many lives cut short through alcohol in man belly. We just cannot continue. Cab where one come see no fool. Driving under the influence. Drunkers have become a nuisance. So to ensure we make the road safer for me and you, we will be calling in cast that drinking rum too. Because the one who hit the old lady down in Denary, it was a Suzuki. Fly an old Mr. I in Larry I, Suzu. Run through a bar, way down in the Savannah, Subaru. Right off a Cobia, down in Talvantai. Drunkers on the road, drunkers on the road. We have to replace the signs, repaint the lines, then check up the fines. Top Munsu, top Motokasu. Thank you.
Educator at Vaval Central, Teddy.
Yes, that's Educator, and the anchors kept coming for that one and really catching the imagination of the public through that. The person's asking again, the platform will be publicized through today. The diaspora are reaching out and asking again the platform later tonight for the pay-per-view for the 10th. Of course, effectively, it will serve as a kind of guinea pig, a test run for the possible use for the major events later in the season. Let's see how that goes. Initially, of course, many of pay-per-view efforts throughout the world, sometimes with the bandwidth and so the pressure on the live, it crashes occasionally, but let's see how it works for the 10th. I think it's a nice platform to try it out tonight. And persons, it wasn't bad the last time with Bingo a few years ago when they tried just for 1/10. After that, there were some other reasons business-wise why it was discontinued, but certainly looking forward to tonight, www.tv.online. With 10 US on the platform. Diaspora should be enjoying that. Good morning to Morris and Ayana. I know you'll dig back and looking forward to enjoying that. Big up, my brother. We're looking at the aspects. Yesterday it was raised on the program, the change of date of our carnival. It's just about 25 years since we changed the date of our carnival to the summer festival. Could the carnival ever have expanded? You know that tug-of-war continues between traditional and modern approach to the carnival. There was great resistance, even turmoil in the carnival fraternity when the move was proposed. A number of persons protesting. In fact, remember in 1996 there was a total boycott. The Calypsonians, in fact I was involved as chairman of carnival, resigned in protest because the authorities, rest his soul, Louis George at the time was having none of it. He was a firm traditionalist. Carnival is pre-Lenten, and they were so Codex, a number of bands protested. The chairman of Carnival resigned, and remember the ban was defied by John T. again, rest his soul, bless his soul, and Ashanti, who dared to defy the boycott, and they were banned by the then powerful association. They were banned for a couple of years by the association. The association wasn't easy at that time, they had some clout, and so the carnival was very low key. in the end continued, and it was in 1999 that it was changed. One argues whether that carnival would have ever expanded to the extent it has now. The argument by those proposing the change was that carnivals then existed, a number of reasons, in the shadow of Trinidad and Tobago and the other existing festivals, whether we would have grown in the way we have had we remained in that slot. Also, it was invariably clashing with independence celebrations, which dilute the carnival effort a lot in the pre-Lenten, February being the independence lead-up also. And then you also found that St. Lucia having one of the strongest Christmas traditions in the world. There's almost no place in the world more serious about Christmas and preparations. And so, despite the best efforts of the associations and the committee and the bands, you couldn't get St. Lucians to get in carnival mode till after Christmas and then New Year. When in New Year's, we have 4 days sometimes for New Year's. We don't joke at that. So, not until that was finished that people would scramble then. Sometimes carnival as early as February 7th and 8th and a scramble. So it remained kind of lame and in the view of many mediocre compared to the potential. And so once the date changed, it moved on. We have seen it with the music, the growth constantly of different areas. And so that debate started from then, that traditional versus modern and some say commercial. And so when we look again at whether we would have grown, one of the areas, as you mentioned, Calypso tent was the cultural center, the venues, always a problem for Calypso. Do you imagine how well it was unthinkable in the mind of the authorities then? I wouldn't call their names, they're resting in peace. Unthinkable, the Calypso, the cultural center was reserved for classical piano concerts and so on. A Queen show, I remember being in the efforts then of getting the Queen show held at the cultural center, and that was scoffed at by the persons in charge of the cultural center. Queen show, that's too many people there, and then far less Calypso. And eventually, Calypso, the big jump between 97 and 99 gradually to move. That was a big breakthrough for Calypso. We're stuck in the town hall, the conditions at the town hall, the stench from the yard, from the garbage trucks, really rough conditions for Calypso. And a big jump. What we take for granted now, that cultural center, the Calypsonians had to fight for it, authorities, the pressure, and eventually relenting and allowing what has become a very, very, the mecca of Calypso, where it happens all as far as that is concerned. So many a battle along the way. I remember too being in the forefront of trying to get the car for the Calypsonians at the time as a prize, and persons, some businessmen again, tell me, what Bobby, the fellows could hardly sing on the car. They had the ability to give the car, at concessions, and they just thought we're taking that too seriously. There was also in trying in the change of date and getting the carnival big. I remember some persons in charge of the jazz festival then thought, what foolishness of making carnival so big. Carnival is a little papi show, you come and jump 2 days and And so there was largely the view of the middle class then and some of the upper class that carnival was a little thing where they mixed the natives for 2 days, go bareback and drink their rum. What's nonsense about getting it big and a big festival and a big industry? And so many in authority were not, and I could tell first, and I was in the forefront of it, not very open and very keen on carnival becoming grand and becoming big. That wasn't part of the desire and the vision. And so kudos to all those who led the fight to make carnival the big event that it is now, massive commercial endeavor. Of course, the purists, the traditionalists still say that it's skewed too much on the commercial side and we need to retain the heritage and preserve the rich traditions. That debate continues, Iowa. The use of Creole in Calypso, we saw it richly used by Educator in the first song. Atta of the South Tent also got great response, he too referring to the importance of Creole.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. I went to my friend down by the bay, in the countryside where the locals stay. There was Shasney nodding with a grin, listening to patois but not joining in. I asked, man, you understand them true? He smiled and replied, Feme chouchou, c'est la maman. How you don't understand? C'est la maman. That is your local tongue. C'est la maman. Man, you making me shame. C'est la maman. You tarnish the Lucian name. You nod and you smile, but it's all in vain. Creole's in our blood,
flowing through our veins. Silang Mama, it's your life of truth. Without it, my friend, we don't trust you. You like it? The elders spoke fast with flavor and flair, sharing their stories, their struggles, their care. Just they know that like he understood, but his blank expression didn't look too good. I asked Alan, you lost, don't pretend, cause you have no clue. Are you a boo-boo? Silang Mama, how you don't understand? Silang Mama, that is your local tongue. Silang Mama, man, you making me shame. You tarnish the Lucian name. You nod and you smile, but it's all in vain. Rails in our blood, flowing through our veins. Silang Mama, it's a pride of glue. Without it, my friend, we don't trust you. Kaiso. People will laugh when they knew the truth. This leader's Creole is missing some roots.
Atta on Vaval Central, Jenny.
Yes, Atta, and you got good response from that one in the tense, as he said. Our usual formula of 2 verses, and with the chorus, and on Vaval Central, Atta, he really got. Of course, the public, not surprisingly, had their own twist to it, but he was speaking of it being our mother tongue, Silang Mamanu. That's clearly his message in that how important it is in our community or society. We're going to another young lady who tried to have a twist. The idea is always, as I said, the humor, the twist, the hidden meaning, the double entendre in the calypso. Trish was big a few years ago with the song Contradiction. She's come back now with a different one. What's the name, Iowa?
No Forks to Give.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Badi badoy. Dumbe. St. Lucia is such a beautiful place, but customer service is always important. Imagine spending your hard-earned money just to get us this a position I could never embrace. I went up north to a food truck to buy some chicken wings and some pork. I just get paid. I say I will spoil myself in a way. Hey, hey. Silver was rough, like she was mad, rolling back her eyes and her face well hard. What happened next really and truly got me perplexed. She handed me utensils. I say now she looking for trouble. How I eating pork and wings with a knife and a spoon. I asked nicely for a fork, please. She said she had none of this to give. I just came on in Vaval Central. Yes, I could not believe when she said no forks, no forks, no forks to give. She give a spoon, she give a knife, but not a fork to save her life. No forks, no forks, no forks to give. She give a spoon, yes, she give a knife, but not one fork to save her life. Badi badoy. Tumbe. At the grocery was the same damn store.
cock up behind the cash register as if she on vacation, and I was the lucky one to pull up to her station. She said, you see me, I have a headache. To look in the eye, said I going on break. I was so blown over, I asked for a supervisor. Supervisor came to hear my plight, and with a screw face said that's alright because we short-staffed and she's been working from morning to night. I stood there holding my groceries. They put aside next cashier, please. Couldn't believe my luck. This brought me back to the food truck. This tasteful and well condescending. After is my money I spending. Echoing my hands, I remembered what that lady said. What she said? No folks, no folks, no folks to give. Nowadays you can't even buy a smile. They'll take your money and steal that style. No, let me hear you. No folks, no folks to give. I should have grabbed this thing by a shirt collar and shook her with a fork after.
Trish on Vaval Central. No forks to give, Teddy.
Lots of Kaiswati build up to the double 10th on the weekend. KPT tonight and tomorrow night, TOT Soka Village. We're talking about standing the test of time. Invader has taken a break from the competitive calypso. He's doing his own thing in many areas, still in the vanguard of promoting this art form, and still a big draw for any show reflecting the hits through the years. Invader, a staple and a must do when it comes to that. The Mighty Pep has taken a break. His son is now singing. But one man who's remained evergreen, consistent, persistent is, what's his name? What is his government name? Sylvester Anthony Lewis. Anthony Sylvester Lewis. Who Black, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Who Black boy. Thanks for the shout out. You know we have respect for the icons and the seniors. We say, no, you're not pulling her Black to take that early morning ride from Ancillary. You deserve that as an icon to relax on your farm, on your garden, and speak to us. Big respect to you, Her Black. I was trying to remember, is Anthony Sylvester Lewis or Sylvester Anthony Lewis? Which one?
Anthony Sylvester Lewis.
You heard this time, Iowa?
Yeah.
Right, that's it. And so we're going to Her Black. Her Black, how you got that name, boy? The calypso name Her Black. You just chose that in your consciousness?
Well, when I wanted to do the calypso arena, I needed a stage name. So I being a Rastafari.
You're a little too close to the phone. Her Black. It's a little muffled. You're a little too close. Go ahead.
What's that?
We won't tell you clearly. Just go ahead now.
Yeah, I'm saying that when I went to the stage name, when I entered the calypso arena, being a Rastafarian and believing in Black consciousness, I put the two together. You know, the vegetarian and the herbs and the African consciousness to get the Her Black. That's where it came from.
Okay. How you have one of the veterans who has remained and still in competition. How is it looking this year? How are you shaping up in your preparation for this year?
Well, it's Her Black as usual, you know. Her Black as usual. Yeah. So I want everybody to come up on Saturday night, you know. You were talking about the veterans, you know, those who are not competing, you know.
Right.
And talking about me being still there. I've got a song called It's Us That Day. You know, and it's really explaining everything.
Right. So I touch a button there with that song. You doing two on opening night or one? You doing two?
Well, the way the tent has it, each artist will be doing one song on the night.
You're getting one of Her Black. But you still, interesting, Her Black, that you still have the appetite and the zeal for competition. You're still feeling that vibe and the sting when you take to the stage and indeed ultimately competition?
Yeah, but when I sang All in Me, I really meant it, you know. It is all in me.
Right.
Steady.
Yeah, understood.
It is all in me. So I'll be there. Once I'm not sick and I'm on the island, I'll be always in competition.
Right. And people ask me all the time, there's some Barbadian friends who really marvel at your melodies, Her Black, unique and powerful melodies. You get assistance with that, or that comes from you even before the arranger? You come up with the melodies too, apart from the lyrics?
It comes from... it's all in me, Teddy. It's all in me. It's all in me. And this year is no exception, you know. Melodies like sun this year again.
Right. You know, I apologized last year, and I want to do so again on behalf of the entire nation who have really undervalued you, understated you as a writer. When we keep naming the writers, I mentioned you 2 days ago, and somebody actually messaged me, who Black writes his own song among the writers. And so we mention all the time Neham Jean-Baptiste and Lord Help Me, and very often omit her Black, persons assuming that there's some other writer, but really commendable, and the country has not valued that enough and given you enough credit for writing your own songs throughout your material. The writer, the composer, her Black, has not been celebrated enough. Your take on that?
Well, I want to let everybody know that from the time I started singing calypso, all the songs I've entered in competition from 1986 until now has always been written by me, with no help at all.
That's interesting. That means if we go into, I remember I did this event called Kaisu 25, one of the best events ever held, according to the reviews from the public in St. Lucia. And if you're going through again her Black, that means as writers go, you'd probably in the first 10 or 20, you'd have as many as any of the big writers, maybe more than some of them. If you list, I mean, your songs like All in Me, One Day's Work, Calypso, Jail, Suzette, just rattling off 4 I could think of really huge hits and would have to be in a top 15. In all of them would have a place there in that top 15 or so calypso. So as a writer, you're really a foremost writer in St. Lucia. And this year, you said, you mentioned one of your themes, both of them on social, both of them commentary, or you giving us a jump up in the mix this year?
Well, I always try to be kind of different every time I come on stage, every season. And this year I've chosen to celebrate.
Right.
So I've got a song called "It's Just That Day." That one celebrates the veteran Calypsonians.
Okay.
And I've got one coming up next show called Juju Time.
Juju Time?
Yeah. This one you have to look out for this one again.
Juju Time. Well, interesting.
That will be for the next show.
The next show. Well, her Black, you've invariably resonated with the public already there, and it's very remarkable. The two things, as some of the real pioneers of Calypso insist that a real Calypsonian writes his own material or must be able at least to compose. They insist that. Not everybody agrees, but the purists think that's a big accolade and a big attribute as far as that is concerned. And then you also being consistent and persevering and remaining relevant after what? 1989, 86 was there?
Yeah, it's about 39 years now, Teddy.
Oh, yeah,
just 39 years.
30 years remaining relevant. Not many Calypsonians.
Transcending from the old generation into the new.
And still remembering your lyrics. That's important.
Yeah.
That's very important. One little thing, Black, the few times you have tried in finals to add that new verse, you have not fared well. That's the only thing I've seen. Each time, particularly in the sub in recent years, when you've tried that final Pekong verse, it hasn't quite worked. I remember these 2 occasions it didn't quite come through. You working on that? Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, well, we I'm constantly working, Teddy.
Right.
I always go over the mistakes I had the previous seasons. So I always work on that. That is what I've always been doing. And just before I leave you, I want to thank the supporters, the Her Black fans, for all these years being behind me, staying strong, and I promise I won't let them down again this year.
Well said, Her Black. And I have seen it, observed this. I'm sure you feel it more than we ever could. The love and respect constantly for you as a Calypsonian and an outstanding St. Lucian. Pick up yourself.
Well, definitely it is there. The respect, the love is there all over St. Lucia.
It's all in me.
Yeah, man.
Her Black, we're looking forward to you tomorrow night. We'll all be there to support, and we're really happy to have you in the fold, pushing this beloved Calypso.
I want the fans to remember this year is celebration. We're celebrating this year.
All right.
So let's come out and celebrate.
All right. Thanks, Her Black. I'm looking forward to him, to the veteran certainly there. And we're not saying that lightly. But retaining the lyrics is not easy as a senior calypsonian, and he continues to be excellent at retaining, not missing a beat. Except, as we said, a couple of occasions he tried the new verse on finals night. He didn't quite through. He bust, as we say in the parlance. He went through. He mentioned Juju and celebrating Juju. There's another song already in that vein, Iowa.
Right.
Juju and celebrate. As we said, we had the song Rowan Sion, Desrel and the camp predicting the victory. We haven't had many songs celebrating post the 100 meters victory at the Olympics. Herb Black says he's going to have one that will send the crowd crazy. Here's one effort so far from
Ready, run, Juju, run.
Vaval Central.
Last sentence run off with the monarchy. Blue judges away with his juju gun. Well, this year 25 I done set and ready. No more juju gun, now it's juju run. Run, step up on the track like a rocket. Juju's not a gun but a bullet. Win first medal, silver and gold. Was dedication and discipline, daily sacrifice and hard training. Juju, fastest in the world. That's why I tell you to run, run, Juju, run. The whole nation behind you, run, run, Juju, run. Shakari cannot find you, run, Juju, run. Hey, run for all of the world to see how you make money, make history. Run, Juju, my girl, Juju, run. The fastest woman in the world. How we gonna die? Run, Juju, my girl, Juju, run. Run.
Good morning, Vaval Central.
Check how big shotgun business running amok. Young men in a race to cross through Hell's Gate. Rather than run big guns to the youths on the block, you give them a model to emulate. Run, people let's run for all kind of causes. Run, losing weight, cancer, diabetes. Run, one to end gun violence. Run, to stop the useless death and injury. Run, 6 and 7 gangsters in fury. Juju, run down this nonsense. The young men will follow you. Run, run, Juju, run. Michael, run to put a stop. Run, run, Juju, run. No more justice by gunshots. Run, Juju, run. Hey, run for all of the world to see how you make non-violent history. Run, Juju, Michael, Juju, run. The fastest woman in the world. How we gonna die? Run, Juju, Michael, Juju, run. Run, ooh-wee, run, run, ooh-wee, run. Next year, 26 is general election. Parties have been run-offs for candidates.
Morning, Vaval Central.
Seeking out who best fit to run the race. Run, I needed to focus and humble. The power to unite the people. Juju, national hero win. Run, to defeat any opponent in opposition or government. Juju, run, you want to win. The people go vote for you. Run, run, Juju, run. Next year general election. Run, run, Juju, run. You could run for CC. Run, run, Juju, run. Hey, in the long run, my age 13, you make political history. Run, Juju, my girl, Juju, run. The fastest woman in the world. How we gonna die? Run, Juju, my girl, Juju, run.
Teddy on Vaval Central. Run, Juju. Run, Teddy.
And of course, reminding everyone, Juju there with Run Juju. I saw that getting some legs there on social media. She did a nice clip with images of Juju winning some of her races. And so, as we said, we're on 101.1 Radio Caribbean. Of course, on Facebook, the official page of Radio Caribbean. As we get in a soca invasion, the always soca artist Sire in the house. We have Kado, the great Uncle C-Dale. In the house, in management, and we have a young artist from Ave Clash. She ready. She'll be performing at Soca Ultimate Saturday night. Remember the Soca Ultimate Saturday night. Good morning to Vaughan Charles of TOT and Soca Village, Uncle Vaughan. And then we also have other artists coming through to push the vibe. The Soca really bubbling this year. On. We mentioned, of course, someone told me that your all-white outfit you ordered can be used at Pop. A big all-white party on the 18th of June. That's the night before Corpus Christi, so it's not lost, Iowa. Right. Your Swift Pack outfit arrive. The Pop is a big fit. Good morning to Sikra Gibson, an absolute legend and veteran. We're happy to have us with you. Few men dominated and contributed and carried the carnival like Sikra. A virtuoso band leader, designer, pan man, pan arranger, drumming, the technical aspects, lighting, and so just every aspect of the carnival. Sikra was really a giant, and happy to have you there, Sikra. Antonia Sikra Gibson, big up yourself. We respect and love your contribution to the art form. Someone making a point of comparing eras like they do in sport, like the LeBron and Michael Jordan. You're a LeBron man or Michael Jordan? CJ, which is?
I'm a big Michael Jordan fan. I like
well, you know good thing. So comparing eras, they make the point, Iowa. Soca and certainly Calypso, do you compare era for eras? For example, we have the Mighty Pep with 8 crowns in what we call the modern era. The Mighty Terror, Blake's, Pancras Theodore had 8 crowns back then. Would it have been as easy for winning 8 crowns now? A little more difficult than 8 crowns then. Let's be fair. I mean, the kind of talent, the competition. One has to be fair. 8 crowns and 8 crowns, we respect it. But 8 crowns now to win, for a man to win. Even watch someone like the growth of the music, Arthur Ale. How many crowns? 7 crowns. It's not easy for Arthur anybody to win 7 crowns in a row now. These greedy young lions they have now. What's Sire watching me? I'm saying, fellas, not easy. Huh? You as a writer, you and Pen and used to come and just trample them. Remember when you drop it, done.
That finish.
Remember John T coming down here for a number of years, the road march. When John T landed as you and from New York, it was Bobby Sox and thing. Let me tell you, it's finishing. As you going to stop by Radio St. Lucia, military jam, we shall hop. For about 3-4 years, just wipe it out. After that, John T could make finals, in the Soca Monarch. The growth and evolution, the youngsters coming, improving, the production, the writing. John T, Ulale, we shall hop. John T was it. And so the growth there, constantly putting the pressure, is very healthy and very good. And I'm feeling it this year, the youngsters. I'm watching someone, Shemi J is one of our top writers, performers. Shemi J, remember a few years ago with Bounce? Bounce, right? Yeah, bouncing with Nerdy. Right. Then, these kind of songs and things now in this year, fellas, eat you up, you know, see the thing growing and improving all the time, and so when Shemi was dominating, there was no Sly yet, remember Sly was, so all the time, so you have Uncle CD there holding it down in both eras. How many years in that thing now? How many? But you started How many years is you in that?
This will be like what? Professionally as a full-time artist, this is 11 years.
About 15 since you're dabbling.
Yeah.
About 15. Yeah. You almost gave up a couple times, Don't mind him, he big and strong there now.
All last month already to give up again to the frustration.
As you see, that soca is a cruel thing. Yeah. Hard work and there is no guarantee for success. There's no guarantee for success. The hard work, you could work as hard as you want and the public watch you in your eye, huh? What you singing there? No forward at all, It's a vibe that you cannot predict, you don't know. And so the growth of the music, very, very important. And we're pushing that to the Calypso. We know the appetite is there. It will be buzzing on the weekend. There'll be massive crowds like last weekend. I feel it. Everybody cannot win. When Charlo tells you that early in the week, 100 tickets bought for his 10th TOT Soca Village, because people seldom pre-purchase tickets for Calypso 10. You turn up at the night and get your tickets. So persons could hardly wait. They make sure they get a seat early and not waiting for Charlo to open his ticket booth. So you're taking no chances. Kado is here, big song. Sire is a man with a lot of heart, a lot of passion from school. Ira Simmons, Sire?
Yep.
Right. He came on to a little Calypso first. Charlo had him in Calypso. He told Charlo, sorry for you, but I gone to Soca. Soca instead. Your father is a pastor, right? Or was a pastor. I remember that's a story when you first came on the Calypso scene, interviewing young Sire Calypso, and he moved to Soca. Really a lot of heart and carrying that whole little corridor there, the Marigo, Roseau. Sire brings them to Soca Monarch every year to get on there. I hope the judges not hearing that, When you put Sire in, you have 800 more people coming in Soca Monarch. and I like his heart and passion and hard work, going through. Kado, Sook is here as one of the leaders, of Ultimate. We have a youngster to sing for us in a while. She has a track or just sing a cappella? A cappella. We're going through. But let's a taste before we go to the break and blast with Soca. Remind you of the Lime over at Maurice. Ezra tell me he's on, artists on over there. All the top DJs, a big afterwork Lime over at Maurice. On Sunday, remember, we're going by White on the highway with Von Charles, Claude Paul leading the Juve band launch. The band is We Outside, they're playing A Tale of Two Flowers. And over at the Tribe of 12 headquarters, Beverly Skerritt and them leading the charge with a big fat Lime, the costumes, artists, lots of Lime. I like that they build up so that we could Lime and get the vibe. All these opportunities for artists to pass through. I keep saying that. These opportunities connected, so go and connect to the crowd, go and run your tune over the system and get some connection. That's how you build up to Soca Monarch, to the airplay. It is very important. Not only the big contract gigs, very important. I want to discuss too a little later the big concert fest Iowa, a la Color Me Red, and Euphoria, 16 Black and so on, Under Pressure. You notice that then? The only one, I'm making my point, Uncle. The only one surviving is Color Me Red. You see, I keep saying you have to feel the ground. This carnival is a monster animal changing on you all the time. Only Fed surviving is big Fed concert style where Kiss or Patrice perform for an hour and a half at a time. That the appetite for that has dwindled. People like the brunch type, you know what I'm saying? Just for fun, all in the new Feds. Escape is a big ticket that they like that.
That's so long already.
Right, they like that and they're showing a preference for that instead of the concert. Taddy and so holding the fort with one big Fed. Of course, Taddy having, worked his way to get that Friday, boy. Remember 16 Black was on that Friday? They slip and Taddy let them slide, huh? As they lapse, Taddy take that Friday and so you cannot, nobody, visitor or local who's into Carnival stays home on Carnival Friday. So that is one of the main factors apart from the organization and the cast helping Color Me Red. That Carnival Friday, no festival traveler would stay home on a Carnival. So you must go out, And so but Euphoria fell by the wayside for a number of reasons. And so person showing the preference. You have to keep tweaking all the time. We go in with Keisha, an artist who is the embodiment of hard work and progress. Even if the vocals has put in the work, she is really trending this year. And then we come back with lots of artists. Saya is there, Kado is there, and then Cedil and the rest are here. Cedil May in house with us. We're going to the break. We're going to the break and come back. We're going to Keisha and then right, yeah.
Time to 9 o'clock. Time check brought to you by Ferens Foods.
I'm feeling for something special, something good, something tasty, something smooth. When I think about all the flavors I can savor,
I gotta have
Ferens ice cream.
I wanna have, I need to have a flavor that makes me glad. But the way I feel, it must be Ferens ice cream. Chocolate coated ice cream bars, creamsicles I gotta have. Give me some fat-free yogurt I need.
Ferens ice cream.
Ferens ice cream.
It's so delicious. Ferens ice cream. Ferens tastes so good. Ferens ice cream. Whoa, I gotta have it. 'Cause only the best will do.
Ferens ice cream, bringing back delicious memories.
You're locked into Vaval Central and the Caribbean Sound is sponsored by the Carnival Planning and Management Committee, the Carnival Music Management Committee, Creamery Novelties, Live a Little, Harris Paints, the Champions of Color, the Computer Store, Quartz, bringing value home, and Grace Tropical Rhythms.
Get ready, St. Lucia. Lucian Carnival 2025 is on, and this year it's bigger, brighter, and bolder than ever. From Calypso to Soca, Junior Carnival to Juve, and Panorama to Pageantry, every event is bursting with non-stop energy, ecstasy, and vibes. Come catch the rhythm on Carnival Monday and Tuesday with views that only Lucian Carnival can deliver. It's the ultimate summer escape. Feel the vibes, embody the spirit. Lucian Carnival. Nothing sweeter than that.
KPG Kaiser Pro Stent, in collaboration with CMMC, welcomes you to our grand opening, Friday, May 30th, National Cultural Center, 8:30 p.m. KPT, Art of Kaiso, a new, exciting, innovative way, featuring Kitina, Mystic, Desma, Blackberry, Realist, Lady CC, KK, with a special performance from Blaze and TC Brown. New to KPT stage, Hyper, Taker, Divine, guest artist Dominica's first female Kaiso monarch, Tasha P, and King Bob. A night of Kaiso celebration, backed by Invasion with Brad. Kaiso Pro Stand, the Art of Kaiso, grand opening, May 30th, NCC. Admission $25. Outside attractions with fully stocked bar and food, with DJ Shotman. Dress code, colorful. Sponsored by St. Lucia Distillers, Bounty Rum, Michelle's Electrical, Lucilec, Beton Bear, Lewis Industries, Ministry of Tourism, Creative Industries, Shanga Pro, All Handy Services, Mendes Designs, Cultural Development Foundation, Calabash TV, Bellevue Hotel, ES Productions, licensed by Echo.
On Saturday, May 31st, at the NCC TOT Summer Village, in collaboration with the CMMC and the CPMC, present real authentic tent vibes on stage. Her Black Pearl, Ashe, Dragon, Nashel, Chusman, Tikaro, Chairman, Empress C, the King of Soca and more. All backed up by the Powerhouse Band, Caribbean Connection, MC Izai Hall. Starting time at 30 p.m. Admission $25. You pay at the door. Get ready for a night of pure energy as the youth blend with experience in true TOT Soca Village style. Sponsored by Camp, Lucilec, Barbie Limited, Peter and Company Auto, Bellevue St. Lucia, Blue Waters, Carib Bear, Total Auto, Mission Electrical, Massey Stores, Anakin St. Lucia Limited, and Marjorie's Kitchen. TOT Soca Village, real authentic tent vibes. Saturday, May 31st, 8:30 p.m. at the NCC. This event is licensed by Echo. The wait is over. We are about to turn it on. Soca, the ultimate tent, in collaboration with the CMMC, present Big Bad Soca on Saturday, May 31st at the Pavilion in Rodney Bay. Performing live. Bounce, Marta, Slide, Anthony Fat Machine, Sadale, Keisha and more. Starting time 8 p.m. Admission $25 at the door. The first 100 people pay $20. Soca, the ultimate tent, presents Big Bad Soca.
Boy, when you get the car,
Saturday, May 31st, 8 p.m. at the Pavilion on Rodney Bay. This event is sponsored by Lucilec, Campari, Doers, DJ, Peter Bear, Island Sound, Pleasant FM, NBC, Hot FM, The Wave, and Radio Caribbean International. The event is licensed by Echo. And we're back, Vaval Central on the Caribbean sound, Teddy.
And as we say, the carnival warming up, of course, is the cue when the submissions deadline has gone through. Wednesday night was the last night. See, there you inside, you submit your material.
When does that make it, huh?
Yeah, see, they'll submit through the suspense, boys. You think you make it to the next round, see, Dale? I wonder. The judges alone decide. You have to wait.
You one of the judges?
No, never, boy. I never judge in my life. Never. No, I stay far from that for obvious reasons. You know, you're too deeply involved in other aspects. You know, you're
conflict of interest.
Yeah. You don't get involved. At no point, director of carnival, director of culture, and I've never been near judging at all. Primary, secondary, nothing. But the ultimate soca and the fact that the submissions are in, that's a turning point. So by Monday morning on Vaval Central, you hear who made it to the next round. You know, if you don't listen to Vaval Central, that's your business. That's how
yeah, it's true.
Who gone through, and then the DJs get a cue. That happens. They put on a master sheet on the wall studio of the qualifiers, and that's the rotation there. So when you're not in that, you're under a little pressure. You know what I'm saying? That's the reality, right? So because it's 40 men, I've told you a million times, I don't whether it should be or shouldn't be. The reality of St. Lucia, when you're not in competition, it's triply harder to get vibe. Because I'm not telling you whether it should be. We're not going in a moral argument here. I'm telling you what the reality is. The reality is we are still very competition centered and centric. I told you that's the reality.
I think a lot of artists trying to change that.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. That's the right to. I'm not going to over analyze. I'm just saying what the facts are. That's the reality. So you make that call and you decide if I Teddyson, Arthur, and so you're fighting against the grain when you because we don't
competing this year, man.
I'm not sure. Only the list. The Claude Paul and so would have received the list. I don't know who competing. We'll know after. After he told us he wasn't sure, but you have a couple of collabos, so you never know. I'm going through. But Saya has been there, boy. Saya's a man early at the station. Chris Saya Gilbert, the one and only boy. Yes. Start on the TOT Soca Village Kaiso stage, and then he decided
yeah, man.
The pep is for Soca. How many years you made finals already, Saya?
4 or 5
times.
Yeah, 5 times.
One time
Groovy, 3 time Power, so far, yeah.
Right. Bossejou and Sab.
Yeah, Bossejou and Sab have been around.
1 year you put Heat on Ricky T, boy. One set of Heat.
That's
boy.
my first year. That's 2014 at Bossejou. That's my first year.
Heat on Ricky T.
Yeah. That was in that year, man.
Yeah, let me tell you. I remember the Soca Monarch, boy, first time I elevated view. Bossejou 1 year. I gone to upstairs in the corporate booth and look down, boy. The start of the Soca Man, the start studio. Pressure, boy. The first it started with Ezra, then hold your contract, Ricky's brother. Ambi.
Then.
And big up yourself in New York, Ambi, I know you're listening.
Man.
And then Hurt It. I say, what, boy?
That was one of the maddest Soca Monarch I ever go to, you know.
3 songs, and tell me
2014.
Ezra. And that this time Ambi wilding up the place and then Hurt It by say sorry for Derek Yard. Remember Penn always get a joke. Derek Yard was hot at the semis. Hot with Kabaway.
Kabaway, right.
Why? Problem thing panic backstage, Derek Yard as an elder we say what? To follow that pressure way? It was really all Ricky T and feel the pressure. I like when the youngsters really coming hard. Saya, you've made it a few times this year. How much material? I heard about 3 or 4 of your songs.
I dropped 4 songs this year, Big up St. Lucia 758, It's your boy Saya in the building, RCI, Vaval Central. Big up the vibe, the only place to get all your Vaval tips. You don't know how the thing go. So I've been in the finals 4 times. Yeah, with my own material, I write my own music every time,
Good.
So I released 4 songs for this year already. And we're ready to go.
And you've entered both categories?
Yes, and I've submitted both of my songs. Right. And I know I'm going to make it through the next round.
Right. One
I know that.
Sayed man make news a few times when he make it he going he going to DBS News one time, huh? Any year make it on the headline news, asking Sayed quick to go to DBS News,
I want to know what's going on.
What's happening, asking questions.
I just asking questions. I want to know what's going on.
Let me ask
the question.
Yeah, man, but the public have to know.
Let me ask you.
If you select my song and you put me through the preliminary rounds and I don't get selected, which you give me a chance on the stage, I ain't fighting up that. Right. But if I send my song through and I can't get a chance to go on the stage, I have to ask what's going on.
Yeah. You have to ask. And I'm saying you have an effect that many of the other countries have upon us, that of getting the community support, the groundswell of support. Whenever you're in, so I noticed and realized, as I said, that whole belt gets involved. You bring lots of fans from there, the energy.
The Oloroso Valley, I wouldn't say they just depend on me because I just depend on them too, but whenever I push and I in the finals, I know my people coming down, they buying the tickets,
From
they
Ancillary, right?
asking for the t-shirts, the whole West Coast. I mean, Ancillary, Connery's, Boaden,
I must say,
Jackville, Millet, Maribo.
And that's what Grenada has. Grenada is quite spread, and so from St. Andrew, from Guave, from these areas, people come by the hundreds to support their representatives. You see that effect too when a couple of the Denry segment Stillburns and so coming to the finals. You see them coming there, and there's that effect when there's a spread, geographical spread, and people support the community. You as you say, you're in both categories. You continue to write your music.
Yes.
And then why you left the Calypso for Soca? You just weren't feeling it?
Just because I wanted to develop my writing skills a little more. Now, I have Calypso songs. I'm going to be in Calypso next year. That's why I have been in to both of the 10 shows. I'll be at the 10 show as well tonight. But tomorrow I'll not be there because I have to be at the Ultimate Soca show. So I've been going to the shows, 2 great shows. I have songs and concepts which I will bring to a writer. I have who in mind already
to
develop my craft and come and win the crown next year for Calypso.
No long talking, as they say. Let's that groove here, like what's it? No flocking, no long talking, no flocking, right? No more flock, no more.
Can't flock again.
Let's go. You could stand. That's your performance area. Is your mic there?
Yeah.
Reminding you, building up to Ultimate Soca Saturday night over the pavilion, and of course, we have a youngster from Ave Maria there with quite an impressive tune. You have him on camera, Ivor? You seen him?
Yeah, man. Right now, they flocking down for us. Down for us. Tell your ex that. Tell your ex friends, your ex best friends. You know, it's not just relationship status only, yeah? Even if you did wrong, right now they flocking down for us. Down for us. Down for us. Whoa, you got to understand, right now we can flock again. No tiki talk, no moonlight, we can walk again. Fly high, fly low, flock, can't flock again. Flock, can't flock again. Flock, can't flock again. You just an angry bird, we can flock again. I got a brand new bird, now we can flock again. This birdie rock my world. Flock again, flock, can't flock again. Flock, can't flock again. We used to be you and me, free, everything now we want it to be. Don't blame me, separate and gone. I see nothing wrong, spread my wings, move on. You see down on my name just like you singing a song. Oh na na na, say blah 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 blah. Hey, but you see right now you can flock again, say right now. No tiki talk, no moonlight, we can walk right now. Flock, can't flock again. Flock, we can't flock again. Can't flock again. You just angry, and we can't flock again. I got a brand new bird. This birdie rock my world. Flock again. Flock, can't flock again. Can't flock again. I used to love you like a sweet song. Right now they flocking down for us. Down for us. Down for us. Whoa. I miss you, even if you did wrong. Right now they flocking down for us. They flocking down. This flocking thing is done for us. Whoa, you got to understand. Right now we can't flock again. No tiki talk, no moonlight, we can't walk again. Fly high, fly low, flock, can't flock again. We can't flock again. Can't flock again. You just an angry bird. I got a brand new bird. This birdie rock my world. Flock again. See, I do that no more. We cannot flock again. We used to be. Yeah, man.
Why you laughing?
I can't sing it for groovy because the BPM, you know.
What?
Yeah.
Not groovy?
No.
But on the recording, I found it a little
the speed too fast for the required BPM. The style on it, the way I put the melodies and I sing it like a groovy. But the BPM too fast.
Yeah.
For me to put it in
that happened a couple of, you know that the reverse happened in that song CDL, Savannah Grass. You know it pace in the performance, but the BPM not so it's slower, you know. So it's interesting you're saying that the reverse happened. I read all our listen to that song is a groovy.
The groove, the style. I wanted to sing that song bad for groovy, but when I watched the requirements, the BPM, we have that in the files. I was looking at it with my manager. It's not the required rate. And if I slow that down, that will not have the vibe that it have. Right now I can vlog again. Wow. So I can't sing that, but I just want the DJs to play that so the people can enjoy that on the road.
Nice track.
Man.
Caught my attention. And different kind of original idea and approach, you know. Which power you entered?
All in We. That is the song for this season there. And I'm singing Take My Time for Groovy. And All in We for power. So let's do the power first. Then we'll do All in We. Yes, we on the speed already.
They say we must stop.
Yeah.
They tell we not.
Look this song there.
But we feeling hot.
This soca All in We. They tell we not. Hey, but we coming hot all the way to the bacchanal energy. Flag up in the air, rock, flag up in the air, bang, flag up in the air. This soca All in We, bang, flag up in the air, rock, flag up in the air. Listen, I know for sure. I know we gonna make it. I know we gonna break way. I know for sure. I know we gonna run the show. I know we gonna mash it up, you mad. When it come to soca, we bad. Everybody put up a rag. When it come to soca, we malad. We bad. When it come to soca, we mad. Everybody put up a rag. When it come to soca, we malad. Bang, flag up in the air. Rag, flag up in the air. Bang, flag up in the air. The soca All in We, bang, flag up in the air. Rag, flag up in the air. Up in the air, bacchanal energy. Wave, jump and mash it up now. Wave, jump and mash it up now. Wave, jump and mash it up now. This soca All in We. Wave, jump and mash it up now. Jump and mash it up now. Wave, jump and mash it up now. Bacchanal energy fire. When we on the road, we don't have no code. This soca All in We higher. Music in we soul, we cannot control. Bacchanal you mad? When it comes to soca, we bad. Everybody put up a rag. When it comes to soca, we malad. We bad. When it comes to soca, we mad. Everybody put up a rag. So, there we go. Bang, flag up in the air. Rag, flag up in the air. The soca All in We. Rag. Say bang. Hey, bacchanal energy. Wave, jump and mash it up now. Jump and mash it up now. Wave, jump and mash it up now. The soca All in We. Mash it up now. Mash it up now. Wave, jump and mash it up now. Bacchanal energy. I know for sure. I know we gonna make it. I know we gonna break way. I know we gonna mash it up. You mad? When it come to soca, we bad. Everybody put up a rag. When it come to soca, we malad. Bad. How you mean, St. Lucia?
No,
yeah, man.
Easy. You have the groovy there?
The groovy is
Take My Time. And that one there. You see that one there, that power soca? I know I'm going to do damage with that.
Build up to Ultimate Soca 10.
Yeah, man. Big up Ultimate Soca tomorrow night.
The entries.
I will be there tomorrow night.
Just getting from
power soca up this year.
Claude Paul, there's 62 submissions in power soca and 56 in groovy. Real pressure. 56 groovy songs, 62 in the end. You know, only 10 each could go on to the big yard done. So
I see a lot of collaboration in power soca. I like that.
Right. Okay. Well,
yeah.
Judges go decide. CDL back inside, boy. He inside. Teddyson submit the power. You're not sure whether he submit. I had Teddyson, your cousin Teddyson inside. Yeah. Let me tell you, we go in with Saya, and then we have the youngster from Ave Maria. We have Cardo, who really trending this year. You have two tunes that people going crazy. And also Soup to tell us, and Uncle CDL to do an analysis of the industry for us at the end.
Analysis, you say?
Yeah, a little look at, I hear you crying about airplay, and CDL we'll always be alright. We'll be alright. Let's go, Sire.
Yeah, man. I see you on the floor, and you keep me wanting more. Yeah. Nice. Vibes in the party, I make a little signal. Get a reply, sexy shawty, pretty bright smile. And I roll in no deny, cause you know say I don't shy. but they watching me red eye. I don't know about guys. I say, girl, you're fine. I want some the way you whine. I want some, oh my, oh my. I want some wine. I want some. I say, girl, give me wine. I want you to give me wine. Just back up that bumper, baby, bend over, let me take my time. And girl, give me wine. I want you to give me vibes. Just back up that bumper, baby, bend over, let me take my time. And wind up with the other. Wind down with the other. Way down, I go down in she corner. Shake up your bumper, shake up your bumper. Wind up with the other. Wind down with the other. Way down, I go down in she corner. Shake up your bumper, shake up your bumper. We inside the fete, wine, you burst in a sweat. In a me ears, she said, stay with me tonight. Oh yes, youth a youth well blessed. In a me ears again, baby, hold me tight. You fine. I want some the way you whine. I want some, oh my, oh my. I want some wine. I want some. I say, girl, give me wine. I want you to give me wine. Just back up that bumper, baby, bend over, let me take my time. Girl, give me, hey, I want you to give me vibes. Just back up that bumper, baby, bend over, let me take my time. And wind up with the other. Wind down with the other. Way down, I go down in she corner. Shake up your bumper, shake up your bumper.
Yes, I am, boy. You're passionate and different. I find you're writing your thing different. You're not mimicking.
Yeah, I approach it different this year because experience teaches wisdom. I get wise in thing. I was smart in the thing. Now I get wise in the thing. You check why I'm showing you?
Chris,
yeah. So I write towards the judging criteria. That's why we can't sing Flock again, because I watching the judging criteria. I watching everything and I writing towards that because I singing for a panel of judges, not just the crowd alone.
Mm-hmm.
And we coming different this year. As usual, we always come in to create a impact, and we coming down with the gang. Roseau Valley people, big up yourself. I know this year I have y'all back 100 and y'all have my back 110. So the thing go. Reciprocate every action. We say bang flag up in the air, and we say take our time this year. And we there.
Thanks, Sire. And
yeah,
the respect is always there as we continue. Sire, hardworking, passionate, and we like what he brings to the soca, and a different, his own original approach every year to the writing, the arrangement in his presentation. We go
and big up Rankin Morgan, big up Ransom Records, big up M Records. Yeah, man, we large.
MR. Come through. Kado is a student. Kado has he teaches at the Ave Maria, and he also has. You share the live, Kado. You share the live already?
Sure. Everybody watching.
Right. So we go on. A youngster, a product, you have been consistent. Sire, thank you, and we do it again. We do it again.
Yes, sire.
What's under my nose? Mouth. Right. You know Cartel personally? You know him personally? I know him personally. You know Adija? He personal. Yeah. So let's go. Adija. I don't know. You know him as Cartel. I know him as Adija. Original. Yeah, exactly. And we talked since he come out already, eh? No, I tell you a serious thing. So we go in. Kado is here, outstanding talent coming. He was afraid of the big thing before. We try and push him in the big yard. He used to be afraid for years. Now he get a taste. He get a little roasting in Soca Monarch. Year before, it was rough, boy. He get heat Iowa in the Soca Monarch, the finals there, but he run, eh? Wasn't easy.
I didn't run. I just
take a break.
Take a break to just learn and come
right.
back.
The break important. Imran Nerdy Magua took a break, you know. He was trending, he was there nerdy, but he wasn't feeling. He wasn't. It's Magua. I'm a French student. It's Magloire. It's not Magloire. O-I-R-E is Loire. Magloire. It's a French name. Yeah. You understand?
French pronunciation, I mean French.
See me. Right. So we're going. The youngster. What's your name, Miss? From Ave Maria.
TP.
No, to the mic. You're not shy.
TP.
TP Ma, Little Pepper must problem. And she won the Ave class last year?
She won Ave class last year.
Right, and this year, you know, big soca, she's grooming up for the school soca. She's not on this year, but she'll be on, but she part of Ultimate Soca, right? She'll be there. Her mommy taking her there early and then leaving early because she can't stay out too late, right? So we're going. She's doing a cappella. Run your track first.
They put you to solve math problem, you can't even do it. Even English and science, my girl, you can't even do it. But my girl, all you know how to do is fix up your edges. In the people's school mirror, you touching up your lips, say, hey, hour, my girl. Our my girl. Our top girl. That's wild.
Get another verse. Get another verse. Go ahead.
Another verse.
Speak it and sing into the mic.
You must be crazy, crazy. You're not taking work serious? That's crazy, crazy. That's crazy, crazy. You're not taking your work serious, but the boys you studying all over the people's career, and that's where you is jumping. You were even have a crash, but as you jam, you go in. If I ask you 2 times, so you always wondering, I want my girl. I want my girl. Our top girl. That's wild.
Ting. Next time you have to come with the track. I'm Kado. You have to come with the track. You have one more? Oh, that's it. It's two basic. Sing the first verse again first.
They put you to solve my problem, you can't even do it. Even English and science, my girl, you can't even do it. But my girl, all you know how to do is fix up your edges. In the people's school mirror, you touching up your lips, say, I want my girl. I want my girl. Our top girl. That's wild. I want my girl. I want my girl. Our top girl. That's wild. You must be crazy, crazy. You're not taking work serious? That's crazy, crazy. I want my girl. I want my girl. Crazy, crazy. You're not taking work serious? That's crazy, crazy. That's crazy, crazy.
Nice. You have to fight for that. That's super. She didn't have a class again this year?
Yeah, for sure. She's defending. She's defending.
Yeah, right. She has power or groovy?
Power. Yeah, man.
So we're going. Sufi's here as the big boss.
Just to say though that she and another student in her class, Vianney, are the ones who wrote this song, eh?
Oh, they wrote the song?
Yeah, they wrote the song. Yeah, man. Very impressive.
That's why I keep saying to groom the writers too, in soca. Kado, you've been there and there about outstanding vocalist, you with a number of bands, but also now you're doing your own thing, Groovy and Power this year. Lots of people talking about your material this year.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Your story well known. We're not in any long speech this morning. The people want to see your 2 tunes, the Groovy and Power?
Groovy and Power.
What's the Groovy?
The Groovy is called All My Time, produced by Frano. Big up Frano Ignite Productions. Big up, yeah, man. Of course, the Power is Freedom. Freedom again by Ignite. Big up Frano again.
Who wrote that? Who wrote Freedom?
Freedom is and All My Time written by Siobhan Wade William, and myself. So big up Wade, yeah, man. Wade bad, Wade bad, Big up yourself, Wade.
Power first,
all right, true.
Let's do the Power first.
No problem. All right, so if you love soca music, no matter where you are, I just want you to just rock your body side to side with me. Just roll. Say, I wanna jump up and touch the stars tonight. Worries aside now, let's live in this moment. Reach out to touch the skies. Hold our bongs and take off with. Now let me see your rags up, flags up. Wave and let we mash up the place. Freedom for all my people. Dancing tonight and space. And this is freedom, yeah. Jump up and wave with me. Rags up, flags up. Wave and let we mash up the place. Yeah, man. Soca is we legacy. What's connecting you and me? From the other side of the sea. This thing may call we family. I wanna see my people rise up. Jump and wave, misbehave. All are we dancing up in the street. Cause we free, yes we free, yeah. To wind up, yeah, and jam up, yeah, and break away, yeah. Lose yourself, sing. So let we jump up and touch the stars tonight. Worries aside now, let's live in this moment. Reach out to touch the skies. All our bunks and take off with. Now let me see your rags up, flags up. Wave and let we mash up the place. Freedom for all my people. Dancing tonight and space. And this is freedom, yeah. Jump up and wave with me. Yeah, man, big tune. I love that song, man. The energy, the love, the soul in that song.
The public loving.
Big up Wade, big up Wade, big up Frano.
Ave Maria yesterday. I don't perform that yesterday, but I saw his soca man. All of us there laughing at him because the boss go hard.
Yeah, man, I love this song.
And it was my first time hearing this song.
Right.
And it made a good impression.
Yeah, man, respect.
You swear the judges do that?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, man. It's a great song.
We'll end with Carlo on the groovy, but quick words from C-Dale and
Wait, so we're playing none of my songs steady?
No, you tell me you're singing today, but we'll end with you.
But that's all right. I have no voice.
We'll end with you. All right, so Sook, tell us how we're ready for tomorrow night?
Yeah, tomorrow night. Oh, we're ready to go. It's a vibe, energy. Yeah, big bad soca tomorrow night. Boy, production on point. From since yesterday, stage up. Sound check already.
The tickets where you getting them?
Man. You could get tickets at Cool's Running Barber Shop. That is opposite the gas station on the chaussee.
Right.
Yeah, and you could get it from committee members, or you could just message us from the page, Soca Ultimate, and then we could try and do a delivery or something.
And then tickets on the night too, of course.
Yeah, on the night you could get, and then it's $25 by the door. First 100 people pay $20.
Okay, nice vibe.
Yeah.
Nice vibe. Okay, we're looking forward to that. The big support there. We're coming out to support Soca Ultimate tomorrow night. And C-Dale, a lot of the top artists. C-Dale, you on tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
C-Dale on. C-Dale will be back next week. We're going to talk Soca and the industry and the trends when he comes back.
You make me wake up early for nothing.
No, you're running your tune. You're running your tune now.
I should be the co-host next week.
That's all right. That's all right. You could do that.
You could do that.
You could do that.
Why you go after me?
Yeah.
Host.
Yeah, but not good sitting.
So we're running Cardo one time. Touch the groovy, just touch the groovy, and then.
No problem, man. Big up RCI 101.1, number one, yeah, man. This one goes out to a special person, Yeah. She know herself, you don't know. I wanna spend all my time with you, my baby. Girl, you are amazing. The future is clear through your eyes. Mother to my baby, you are my first lady. Never holding back. All of this love I got for you. Queen, you got my back. No other girl can replace you. Girl, without your love, tell me what a man to do. Hey, and all of my love, baby. Girl, you got it. The warmth of your touch, darling, feels good on my skin. I'm here on one knee, baby girl, I don't wanna leave. Will you marry me? I wanna spend all my time with you, my baby. Girl, you are amazing. The future is clear through your eyes. Mother to my baby, you are my first lady. I wanna spend all my time with you, my baby. Girl, you are amazing. The future is clear through your eyes. Mother to my baby, you are my first lady. Yeah, man. And she's something special, this angel. This woman is a rock, so resilient. Girl, you are made with love, straight from the stars above, and make me wanna give you this world. All of my love, baby. Say, girl, you got it. The warmth of your touch, darling, feels good on my skin. I'm here on one knee, baby girl, I don't wanna leave. Will you marry me? I wanna spend all my time with you, my baby. Girl, you are amazing. The future is clear through your eyes. Mother to my baby, you are my first lady. Yeah, man.
That's for your girlfriend, man.
Yeah, man.
Seriously.
Serious thing.
That's why the engagement night.
Serious.
Serious thing.
So you go see the presentation already?
Yeah,
See there? So come on at night, eh?
Talking about marriage and things.
Yeah,
so you had
well, you're not going to happen.
No.
You know what's going to happen, see there? If you make it for finals, he go
Yeah,
engage his
man.
girlfriend on the stage.
I
Yeah,
want to, you know.
Engage his girlfriend
on the stage. Yeah, I know it. That's plan already, eh? That's done plan already.
You can't fake that, eh? That have to be.
I know what you're talking about.
Next thing she turned long live on stage, right?
Yeah, but I want to be ashamed.
But anything, he cannot fake it because she will get vexed.
Yes, you get right.
It's real thing you have to do if you're doing that.
Okay, C-Dale, we'll be back next week. We have a lot to discuss, C-Dale.
Yes, sir.
I see you calling for a tribute to PLA. We do that already, but we want another one. and then you talking the music and where it stands in the industry, in the festival. You have CD there, Never Again. I like that tune.
I love that song. That is a bad song.
Never
yeah,
Me,
man.
but
yeah,
that's
man.
a solid song. It's solid, heavy, you know.
Drop, yeah,
I
man.
told CD so it's a top song. We out in that time, huh?
Alright, soldier. CD Never Me.
Vaval Central Monday.
Yeah, man.
He says what? He go do all the thing,
I
but
have no voice, guys. So.
Sing the thing,
I have no voice, guys.
You get like your mother.
Let me go and go see them.
So Monday morning we starting the results. On Monday morning, Poopy, we get results Monday. Who qualify?
Yes, I.
Right.
Already?
I
Monday
so.
one
I
time.
just saying Monday the CMMC go decide when they release it. You know, when the judging happen. But entries are in. Okay. Listen Monday morning to know if the results ready. Yeah? From the judging of the Suka. Go on.
Yeah. Make a big man cry. Make a big man cry.
Vaval Central.
I buy the girl clothes. I buy the girl diamond ring. I buy the girl phone. I buy the girl house and thing. But she not satisfied. She out with another guy. Oh, I ain't go lie. The girl make a big man cry. Never me again. Never me again. Never me again. Never me again.
Vaval Central.
Never me again. Never me again. Never me again. Rosie with the next man. Marcy with the next man. In town with the next man. By the road with the next man. Down south with the next man. Falco with the next man. Carnival with the next man. Oh Lord,
We were so close, I was pimple on your nose. I even proposed, introduce you to all my bros. I'll take your advice, I'll never fall in love twice. That thing will make you reach your demise. I thought love would be nice.
never me again. Never me again. Never me again. Never me again. Too much pain. Never me again. Never me again. Never me again. Rosie Lay with the next man. Marcy with the next man. In town with the next man. By the road with the next man. Down south with the next man.